Hello people, this is nobody else. Oh, let me fix this. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you had a wonderful day. Let me lower this sound a bit. I think this should be okay-ish. So, as I said, hope you had a wonderful day. Today we'll be playing Rock Trader, and just a recap. Yeah, I haven't played it since a few weeks, and we are playing as a Navy officer, as an officer, a master tactician officer with a Navy officer background. I don't remember what I was supposed to do. Oh, scout at the I don't think there was a quest here, it was points of it. Yes. It needs to count. Ah, yeah. We'll take Cassia. She's a grand strategist. Take her or we take her? Have melee, ranged. Oh, yeah, let's go like that. Sorry, I will get muted. There is a lot of background noise. I might get muted myself at some points. But yes, let's try and enjoy the quest and the exploration of the Koronus Expanse as much as possible. Ooh, medieval world? Or something like a medieval world. Oh, I need to read. Governor Rualdo, a richly dressed man riding a sinewy horse, breaks off from the procession. When he approaches, you immediately notice a strange detail. The man's face is pinned to his head with precious fastenings that stretch the skin across his skull. Oh my god. Celestial guest. There is no higher honor for us than to extend our hospitality to such eminences. His Celestial Highness the Rock Trader, and an illustrious Judicator of the Imperium. All of Thacera glamours, trembles, and cheers. Ralto, the fair-faced governor of Thacera, at your service. Thank you for your courteous welcome, Governor. However, we have come here to address a grave concern. But of course, your Celestial Highness, it will be my pleasure to discuss whatever topic you have in mind. That said, you have had such long and perilous journeys behind you. Like any self-respecting host, I must first propose Bluff, the court fool. The smaller figure steps out of the crowd, dressed in the motley air of a court fool and wearing a saying, "My name is Bluff. I'm Lord Guido's Goodmood." I tickle his governorship with well-spouted jests and TBT gossip. And now I merrily doff my hat to you, my cap to our celestial lords and ladies, and hand them this here kid to Thacera as a token of our boundless loyalty. The fool bows and offers you his. Accept the gift. Thank you, Bluff. The fool parts with his offering and then jumps away with a giggle. Items received. The key of Thacera. Large key with the Thacera coat of arms embossing set. Being the paragon, Bluff is speaking, being the paragon of grace that he is, would my celestial lord perhaps also deign to feast his ears on the latest Thessarian gossip to go with my gift? Awareness. Do this. Look at the governor. The governor's having full-stitch jacket adds a certain presence to his fatigue, his figure, like he cannot hide how poor of a rider he is. The way his boots dig into the horse sides, his hands fiddling with the reins, some fingers all speak of nervousness and lack of control. Roll to. I'm sure you know why we're here. Rolto nods, somewhat perplexed. I do have certain suppositions. Solomon. Enough. According to the data product Calixis Sigma UX 11.4, this MU class planet type feudal estimate rating E874 with an assigned tithe grade of Velocio Extremis. Program has not provided its due tithe amount in full. You have violated the lex and are hereby under investigation. You are to present all related custom reports and shipping manifests immediately. The proctor's voice carries no emotion. Glado silently bares his teeth, completing the image of the implacable hand of justice that has arrived on Thacera. I am most flattered by your attention, esteemed Judicator, and by this opportunity to serve the Imperium and even greater dedication than before. Speaking of dedication, we are already conducting a thorough inspection to see which grave it was that bungled the tithe calculation. Fear not, the scandal will soon be. Excuses are the hallmark of the guilty. Do not make your situation worse, Governor. Koronus clasped his hands together and said, "Of course, Master, I will provide you with all the documents as soon as our internal review is complete. I assure you, it won't take long and the report will be exhaustive." I believe there was something else the Steam Governor wished to say. Thank you, Your Celestial Highness. We know your journey here must have been an arduous one. As a sign of our appreciation, we have prepared a veritable constellation of enjoyments in your honor. We humbly invite you to taste our amasek along with our finest dishes, and may you likewise savor some of the local entertainment. One of the court ladies will accompany you, so not to let even a single word or wish of yours linger without attention. A thin woman emerges into the torchlight looking at you, a mixture of fear and awe. Her diminutive figure is practically drowning in her velvet and silk dress and represents a class of blue stone and her Maeve, my celestial lord, at your service. Solomon leans closer and says, based on my experience, I will say we have been assigned a spy under a pretense of generosity, but this is a good thing. We will use this young woman as our source of information, whatever. For now, it will be wise to play along and question your thoroughly once we are away from Imperium. Relax, Maeve. Just pretend that you are giving a good friend a tour of the place. Maeve's right. I'm afraid that's easier than said than done, my Celestial. It will be like trying to imagine a mighty sun, a tiny ember, but I will do my best to not anger you by acting too nervous. Very well. I would like to see what this place has to offer. Bluff the courtful. I can tell by what I'm hearing that our executioner has already lit up the Thesmophorius, ready to give the condemned a warm welcome. Which means the government officials whisper collector, that is me, has a whole lot of important business to get to. So I must leave you now, good sirs and ladies, lest I miss out on a hot bunch of juicy tales. Terribly pleased to meet you all. Honored you together. Bluff claps hand, gives a rigorous shake. I don't like Bluff. Or maybe he will laugh. Before you even blink, the cybermastiff beside him sinks steadily the Bluff's forearm, shaking back and forth in a fury. The attacks last only for a moment, but when Glider lets go, the fool's limb is already torn to shreds. With a cry of pain, Bluff leaps away and melts into the rolling crowd. Solomon ruffles Glider's neck into two. Feudal words are rarely known for their bureaucratic precision. Reconnaissance on the ground will tell us more than any report hastily scraped down by these pockets. I suggest we attend this trial and see how the loss of this province are from. Never harm this peace without my presume against Solomon. As you wish, however, I will warn you that sudden handshakes like that are considered tantamount to assaulting an arbitrator on duty. There are contact poisons out there that can kill you in a couple of hits. In your gathered festival like this are ideal settings for assassinations. Yeah. I have plenty of time. First I will inspect every nook and cranny in this place. I see no reason not to. Who knows what evidence we might discover or what secrets of your lord or guide might share. Someone gives my family his look and makes her into. Someone looks at the throne currently staring at you. So, Celestial Lord, you're coming. The history event for these people. Rest assured, the locals will be watching your every move, and a single word or careless gesture from you may well transform their lives on this underdeveloped world. Good. Save the game. See what we can get. Oh, my Celestial Lord, Maeve. Noticing a great Maeve thanks to you. My Celestial Lord, she hesitated before. They say that you're the God Emperor's anointed. Have you truly seen him? Alas, no. Our God Emperor resides in Holy Terra, many light centuries from here. To behold him, privilege denied to all but a few. Maeve lets out a from say, I wish I could see him, but I am sure his splendor is so dazzlingly bright that one glance upon his visage is enough to blind a person on the spot. Oh, pardon me. You probably wanted to ask me something, didn't you? How do you find living at the governor's court? I dare not complain, my celestial lord. Lesser nobles such as myself sometimes receive punishment for ungetting our laws. That is good, in any way. I think it makes me cleaner and brighter on the inside and helps me to better serve the God Emperor, the holder of key of all destinies. Of the Aquila. The God Emperor, the holder of key to all destinies. Why? Forgive me. I've said something wrong, my lord. Preacher Antiochus said that the God Emperor holds the key to all destinies in his celestial hand. He himself sits at the very top of a great tower of humankind. From there, gazing out over the worlds and stars of his domain, he sees all, knows all, and a bloody tear rolls down his cheek when he reads our shameful thoughts and deeds in the annals of our lives. But those who strive, who do not let the seed of evil into their hearts, he will reward with a new destiny, a new life, higher and better than the one before. With the turn of his key, he unlocks the dungeon of their souls. I live in hope that one day he will come to my door. Ah, how fascinating. What are you going to do to get better destiny? I can hope. Pray earnestly, try to be virtuous and diligent, and if I manage to please my celestial lord, then maybe, just maybe, the Emperor will take notice. The Imperium success, the Thessalian honor, the God Emperor, the interpreter of the Greek creed, virtues and heresy. Serving him is already a reward. Don't let him desert you longer. Ah. Okay. Here, it is plain to see that Imperial zealots have not set foot on Thesera this past year, as you will be signing a different tune. That one must suffer, pray until vision fades, and then suffer yet again. Why did the God Emperor lock people in a dungeon? In the time of darkness, the God Emperor walled up the tower of humankind against fiends and monsters to keep it safe from evil. But evil had already planted its seeds in thousands upon thousands of human souls. He locked them in the dungeon of the tower, so that they might eradicate the evil in their thoughts. Our lives we atone for our transgression against the God Emperor, and after death we return to his judgment. That is our burden to bear, my lord. When I see you and realize that before me stands his anointed one, blessed by his godly hand, there is no one happier than I. Tell me about Bluff the Fool. Why did he win? How did he win Garner's favor? He is the best among all of the court servants. I looks down, but you catch the fear in her eyes. He always knew how to make the noble lords laugh. But at first, Diane's jokes were just funny pranks and puns. Those were wonderful, almost impossible times. Something happened, and Diane changed. Did he know? That is his name, yes? The Jewish succeeded. Yes. He seemed to retreat into himself all of a sudden, and he started snapping back at people, saying sarcastic, scathing things. Jokes were simple before, but now there is always a nasty bite to them. He started exploding every little thing and ordering me about my own brother. Ooh. Apologies for my lack of restraint. So your brother is not just his usual self. This one is tangled web indeed. What do you think of the governor? Oh, he's a wonderful person, so considerate, but of course his venerable age has taken its toll. He behaves oddly from time to time, but we all have our queens, don't we? He behaves oddly, how so? Well, he gave me a lovely Thaserium necklace just before you arrived. Strange, is it not? Bestows are your treasure on someone of the lower nobility, so I also noticed that I've been conversing more of late, and it's been easier. Sometimes I think he knows me better than I know myself. The governor has never favored you like this before. Perhaps the appointment to escort also came as a surprise? That is so, my lord. I still wonder why the God Emperor saw fit to bestow such a tremendous honor upon me. We'll do this later. Let's continue our work. Where's my Celeste? Let's see what we have. Ooh, what do we have? Okay. Wherever we go, it's okay.
Marking location.
There's something here, right?
I always have a backup plan.
A chronicle of things by Curtius fault. Defeats any someone is to thank daily the Emperor, him the holder of the key. Okay. Oh. So in order to get it, you need to come. Okay, there is something here that we Will come from where? Let's see.
Is there money to be made?
Ah. Oh. Oh, we can go here.
Possible.
Ooh.
Easy.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Over there. Check. Done. Assignment completed.
Oh, got a bonite sword. Handed.
Always keep your eye on the prize. Let us not dawdle.
There was something. Oh. I think I'll go.
I always have a backup plan.
Yeah, that. There's a way to come.
Is there money to be made?
Oh, as you approach, the nobles croak gracefully. Their stone faces are up tightly around their skulls, and their eyes gleam with earnestness. Oh, Celestial Lord, grace us with your guard. When my brother and I heard here, I immediately sought to surprise you with an exceptional gift. Ancient Romans tells the ancient scrolls tell of a wonder, a mechanical sage by the name of Kojiko. It knows the answer of all questions, can make other machines do its bidding, and may even predict the future. My brother and I have borne many hardships, but we managed to acquire this magic contraption, such care guest. The box in front of you, presumably an corridor, the speak of it. Looks a strong odor of virtual oils made of thin planks discovered in so many curious it seems to be held together by them alone. Second flimsy rough paper lights at top of it. There is a mica panel that malachite buttons attached to the front. A thin slit visible on the back. Sometimes the information reaches the more backward and the ghost dream metamorphoses in their minds of unfortunately declared parochial lay people of merciless captain. They probably have been trying to please you. I'm registering an act of imitation of sanctity. This cultural phenomenon is typical of underdeveloped tribes. I also anticipate the discovery of cave pictograms dedicated to the divine arrival of more advanced units. Listen to the sounds coming from the box. There is barely audible breathing. There is a barely audible breathing coming from the box. Whoever inside wants very much not to be noticed. Idol talks to the bears with his fine well so really? Then again, what else could you expect from an ignorant one? There is something I wish to ask this question. If I may advise the Celestial, in order to receive the answer, one should take a piece of paper and slide into the hole there, then touch the stone and ask the question clearly later. Could you answer only yes or no? Is your next answer going to be no? The miraculous device reluctantly accepts the offer paper and makes a vacuum-like sound. After a languid moment of waiting, you are represented with a sheet that is error, which most likely means error. What is the distance between Earth and sky? The sheet you offer consumed with a speed beyond that ordinary auto quill. After a few minutes, the sheet returns with a single lot. What does the future have in store for me? The sheet shoots back, the box falls to the ground. It bears a solemn inscription, glory everlasting. Enough questions for now. As you wish, do not hesitate to pose more questions. It has enough ink for many more answers. What a rare, magnificent gift. I will be honored to display it in my chambers. Our heads flattered with the opportunity to bless us. May this sacrifice engage you any assist in your endeavors. Okay. We'll break it later. More stuff. Oh.
Success is the only outcome
The
I
horses
accept.
planted you with an odd curiosity. One of them pulls his muzzle. One of you closes his muzzle, cracks his teeth almost awkwardly and hungry for you. Okay,
I
let's go
always
this
keep
way.
my options open.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, something here.
Easy.
Huh. Jealous. Up. The body here.
My knowledge has its limits.
Someone disfigured the corpse and through the body. Oh, they are stealing
Rise to the
faces.
top, or get left in the dust.
Lesson learned. Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Let's come to in this place and face his check. Who knows if by nightfall you won't have lost it. Oh,
Always keep
What?
your eye on the prize.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
what? I need to save here. Never know. Places. Hmm. Something here is it? Chapter 3. Okay. Oh. Probably we can somewhere up here, I guess.
As a child, I was captivated by the chronicles of the feudal world Urban II. Knights clad in shining armor riding their fine steeds, battling enemies of humanity, and holding feasts after their victories. But this world has only grey and mud.
The same is true for many worlds in the Imperium, Lady Cassia. You should accustom yourself to that fact.
Result.
Let us not dawdle.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Ooh. Oh, what a lot of...
Error. Making adjustments.
Laser weapons are just as lasting. I mean the laser. Quick inspection is enough to determine the cause of the problem. Some of the laser components are clearly not working correctly. Muscles need the energy contents are changing as if the machine experiencing their tension. It is something that only these laser machines. I've seen guided converts like that. when his augmentics were malfunctioning. Doubt the lower half-wheels have the first crop out the shield have stuck the shells. Attempt to reply the creature and you try to reach the eagle's bars. Okay, let's save it. No, I cannot save. Step away. Save. Let's try and do this. Oh, to first, okay. I'm familiar with Imperial that mankind, but that does not stop you from the educated intent to fix. Text you find the issue and fix it with ease. One of the circuits of breaker possibly nourishing a fight with other beasts. When you're done with the repairs, you're hit by there is nothing between you and this huge brother. With a flutter of its visor, the beast begins to turn slowly toward the exit. For a brief moment, you find yourself a meter away from a monstrosity whose jaws will snap, kisses in your face. Suddenly, you see something moving on your corner wheel. Off with you! Get away from my room. What are you doing? I'm going to kill you. The young one is only around you, but she does not move an inch. Better me than you. Maeve shuts her eyes tightly and clenches her with an motion of the lasso swiftly lunges forward, past Maeve for you and toward freedom. Up. Let it free. Let it free. Oh, that doesn't bite us. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Feudal War. I like Warhammer 4K. Can have almost
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
oh. God. Oh. Tavrishk. The sculptor. The sculptor's mechanical hands crawl over the rough stone. There are many joint metal fingers remaining in constant motion. Even now, you recognize their own features. They are finished piece. It seems someone's commissioned the statue. You know you set foot on the planet. The old man turns his winking face to you with crystal very is my celestial lord here to gaze upon his destiny? Alas, my creation is not yet complete. Who are you? A humble creator, the governor of first couplet, Tabrish, who has the honor of shaping the destiny of others, but not his own. The statue turns his head in his crystal recruitment. What can you tell me about this material you're working with? This is the Certium, fascinating stone born from the bowels of this planet. Any other kind it bends and melts beneath capital truths, but for the sculpture to come to life in earnest, you must put their very soul into it. So, however, obtains calluses, the more the sculpture works. The mind has long since become covered in scraps. Your captain. All that about the soul, that was the metaphor, you know. This one channels his own mind through the stone and then sees what comes of it. You should be careful around this sorcerer. I don't like how my whispers have taken a fancy in him. I don't understand. Are you a psyker? My Lord Governor calls me a foreteller and a creator of others. Others, a wicked sorcerer. There is no cost to consume my abilities as sanctioned, and I'm cured before the Emperor's celestial eye. The hand of community are most impressive. Such implants are impossible to come by. Where are you from? Lord Ruoldo had my limbs replaced before he took me to my home planet. It was so long ago. I have since forgotten what my land is like to the touch. Kissed by sticky tubes and the elbow joints all but worn down. As have been digging since these implants were last serviced. That unique lead often poses a serious threat to the person's life, yet one's skin looks relatively healthy in despite of the flesh and mental need. The man appears to belong to the rare variety of psychic biomasses recovered from otherwise deadly wounds and diseases. You captured the Koronus Destiny in Capture 2. I've made thousands of statues for Rialto, but the Sarah Stone flesh can never seem to set his great ambitions. Here, to look at the statue. What has my destiny to do with it? When I sculpt the Celestial Highness, I see people's destinies in the forms they create. The visions that come to me shape not only the stone but the person's fate as well. Your image was indistinct when it appeared before me, and my work has not done it. What do you wish to behold? Be wary when toying with destiny. What gives a boon now will come back to it later. So may the opposite be true. To harvest sweet fruit in the future, one must drink once feel bitter things. Watch your words. All that I'm accomplishing in the present. His captain has said, Catalog, the destiny shall be complete, my lord. Oh. Your destiny will soon be complete, my lord. You have delivered. Okay.
Over there.
I always keep my options open.
Operation successful. The machine god grants me insight.
We fixed our lift.
This explorator is blessed. blessed with
I always have a backup plan.
functionality.
Ah, this is where we came from. Yeah, this is where we should have a way of coming here too. Oh, there are ways to.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, all the doors are locked.
Is there money to be made?
Oh no. Oh, this is the. At the scores, you see a man with a cruel grimace in his face and hands disfigured with bare mask. Behind him stands a ghastly looking mechanism adorned with a polished skull of gigantic proportions. The eye sockets, their edges melted, gaze darkly at the crowd with the promise of an idea of punishment. The man clearly extremely possesses the very messengers of the sky have come to decide our fate. We are honored, Your Celestial Highness. Who are you? Tadua the Scorched, slaughterman of the filth of the 5th generation and a humble disciple of the Iron Saint you see before you, Celestial Highness. Master Tadua knows no mercy, and is unfailingly firm in the sacred cause of administering justice. No, she's frightening of him. What is distraction? This instrument of punishment is the personification of the great Thesmophorius the Martyr, who accomplished the legendary feat of slaying 300 heretics. As is glorious tradition, all mutants who affront the Emperor's gaze and stay in the face of Passera must enter the Saint's iron embrace. Whenever justice is served, hundreds flock to the Thesmophorius, eager to witness the magnificent spectacle. So they have just confessed young Templars of Justice serves not as a demonstration of lawful authority and deterrence to your subject, but as an entertainment. Who is inside right now? Another heretic who violated the holy laws of Passera. And since his body is already turning to ash, that will be the fate of his name as well, to be scattered to the wind, that may never again defile the lips of any who lift upon the sacred word. Never again defile the lips. The law of Imperium punishes those who deserve it. Was that the last accused of the day? That was one, but the first pot is set to stroke the Thesmophorus. It's going to get a lot busier now. As if to confirm the man's words, the fire-breathing scene express a powerful acrylic. While the guilty are being reduced to ashes, let us meet the next participants in our performance. Two people or something resembling people are pushed into the stage. They are mutants, hideous parodies of humanity, forever tainted by the imperfections of the flesh. One of them is dressed in stained yet expensive clothes, the other wears the tattered uniform of the local. Your Celestial Highness, behold, loathsome heretics who blemish the very face of Asera with their existence. The degree of their guilt may vary, but they both deserve to enter the blazing bowels of the Thesmophorus for the curse of their transgression, destroying the sacred face of humanity. But since the fate has graced us with such lofty visions, I eagerly cede the right to punish these miscreants to you, Celestial Highness. Okay. Let's have persuasions. What do you mean by the degree their guilt may vary? One of them, despite being one of the highest lords of Thasera's path, old custom by refusing to alter his destiny. The other did change his fate even though it was just a lowborn falling in the mud. What in the leg's name did I just hear? A normal raises his voice, slightly indicating that the usually impressive him. I normally have no trouble passing judgment, but in this case I don't even know where to start. What? Okay. What was the polyinterest mutant's crime? A rodent stain upon the noble family. He was hiding his manner to conceal his deformities, but had trouble keeping his mouth shut. Spread corruption among the minds of courtiers. Cast aspiration on the traditions of the world. Was insolent, swore profanely. Like Kaylee, he has no heirs, and today his accursed bloodline shall be put to rest once and for all. Okay. Let's see what monstrous cruelty to the man's mouth shut. Take those stitches out immediately. Eager to please you. Oh. Thank you. His mouth resumed the mutants. What did the mutant in the guard's uniform do? A thief, a brigand, and a murderer. No way to list all the crimes lying about this freak's conscience. However, his willingness to change his destiny against the odds makes this mutant at least some honor. Despite his feeble-mindedness and simplicity, he had enough sense to obscure his countenance with hoods and helmets until he made way from beggar to god. It was not long before his excessive power and stabbing gave him away. You praise the lowborn mutant despite the vicious acts he committed. They are both mutants. They have hereby violated his law, yet when one finds a spark of nobility in an abject commoner, one cannot help but feel a grain of respect for them. This heredity may be of low birth, but he does not put the values of Thasera the way the nobleman does, and thus honors our traditions and his will. According to the rabble, he applied all his abilities and skill. He fight the restraints placed upon him and crush those who stood in his path, all in order to forge a new destiny of himself. Forge a new destiny. Even you and degenerate know that man is bound to serve the God Emperor's plan from birth, but any attempt to change violation of it. How do you say maybe? Which of these to do? Of too low, birth to take, on the burden of being a just my celestial. Right to announce my decision. Word of a distinct cases, all trembling with anticipation. I think I'll play along for now. What will happen? Let them both burn. I knew your blood runs hot, your hands. Just struck up the warriors. Oh, the stuff is burning hot to the core. Those my good fellows. For the celestial lord is feeling generous. Maintaining a plentiful moment to his gut, the Phasmophorus rose and because of scraping a crystal crowd around. When you give an order like that, don't look away. Keep watch until you get so that you remember the price that was paid, so that you remember the weight on your word. Now my favorites were next. Oh! Imperial bony creature. In place of a mask, in place of a just so that this ugliness is nothing like. What happened to his face? It's another mutant. Syrian fever. You're not to worry yet. Until this here is guilty. I am agreeing that any scaffold has ever seen. He was granted a new destiny just to defy it. In a way, the greatest gift that can be offered to the loyal sons of Sarah. Shut up before it gets in. I won't give up. I won't give it up. I won't. Oh. Oh no, no, no. We didn't come here for you to stay quiet. School now and school louder. The crowd takes up the full circle and begins demanding more screams. A windowless, doorless house. Master is gone and only beasts remain. The glass on the crown suddenly shifts, passing drifting among the younger, clearly trying not to be spotted. Not too so long. It's time to use this gathering a lesson. Without putting an army draws his weapon. Gathering sound with a deafening shriek. You catch yourself badly wounded fool, appearing and damage taken. Bluff the core 20. Knave cries out in horror and clasps her mouth with both hands trying to look. There's accidentally one already, so it can be done for today. Castadua opens his mouth to say something and Convex takes a step in his company. The face, pretty strong, shining. Gnarled, low, points that give it here, give it to me now instead. The one I bear, take mine, it's not mine, take it, take it. Oh, the madman raises his fingers to his face, thinks his nose to speaking with what sounds like if of a piece of his and other than failing to patches, so now it's smearing blood at each absent. Yeah. Yeah.
Your arrogance will be your downfall. Brace yourself.
I guess it was expected, right? Something go here. Another. Food in here. Food in. That's it. Casita.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh, what is this? Oh.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
For one round.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay.
Let's test our skills, Glato.
Power to here.
Understood.
Oh. Now this castle cannot come down. Here. And do this.
Moving into position. The arbitrator judges. Accepted. Executed.
Okay. Doing undo.
I'll do what it takes.
Oh my god. Oh, they explode.
I can't stand it.
Target eliminated.
Emperor protects me.
Was that you? Or But of course. Will do. Anything else? Anyone see that? But of course. None will stand against me. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
On it.
Other things.
I'll see to it personally. I don't need luck. I have strategy. I'll make it happen.
Don't touch me.
Something. Let's. I move here. I do.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
I can't stand it!
I think I need to go this way. Wait a sec. Do this. Okay. Can do this.
A tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. Indeed.
Oh, it has a high party.
Emperor, protect me. I can handle this. For now.
I'll need to move this. Yep.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Has it right?
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Can do. Not tackle. No. Do. And we can do this. Flip. Oh. No? Ah.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Do.
Anything else? On it.
In the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
Glato, we're undertaking this task.
Nice. Need to move. If I move here. If I move. Ah. You can do this. And also this is 2 AP, 2 AP, 1 AP. I'm here gonna do
It won't take long. The arbitrator judges.
party. Let's do it. That's it. This.
One of us would be enough.
Nice.
Understood. No heretic escapes punishment. Rejected. Executed.
My faith strengthens me.
Yeah, we'll got this one.
Emperor, protect me.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer. Who thought that was a good idea?
Anything else? But of course. Will do. Was it you? Or...
It's as good as done. Who if not me?
Is my linchpin? He is, right? Oh no, I didn't give it to anyone? No? I gave it to her, right? I think I gave it.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. Accept your lot.
My place is at the fore. At your beck and call. I took care of this one. Just a minor setback.
Running binary override. Tech familiar activated.
No, 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 no.
It will be done. I will do my duty. Indeed. At your beck and call.
Look out.
Ooh.
I'll do what it takes.
Arbitrators are made of glass steel.
If I may? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I have wrought your downfall.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Face the living weapon of the Lex!
Let's test our skills, Glato. I'll take it as a priority. The guilty will fall. One less.
Weather the storm. Anything else? Be gone.
Your Celestial Highness, apologies for my late arrival. I wasted a great deal of time in idle gobbles with that oaf of a treasure as he was looking for the shipment chronicle. I only heard about the attack after it had already begun, and delivered my dad will not have been moving at all. It was so slow. Treasurer, the elevator, who are you going to blame next, Governor? Are you the ruler of this world, or a casual onlooker? Let me... Some cold. You will take measures immediately and restore order, or I will conclude that you are sabotaging the Archetype's visit either by intent or simply due to your own ineptness. I never thought... The culprits, of course, the culprits will face execution post-haste by Celestial Good. They're really square. Find those responsible and bring them to me. The condemned mutants broke loose and attacked the townsfolk. It has been a long time since anything like that happened. The Celestial, they must have sniffed out that today is a special day. The commander was responsible for guarding. He got careless. Yeah. I'm Lucra, commander of the fort, and can attest that the godly mutants were restrained properly. Is the Phasmophorius. The smoke whipped the brutes into frenzy. It's either the commander or the executioner, is it? Then I shall now make my decision. My celestial lord, I swear on my life that my knights and I did everything we could to keep you safe. Who would have foreseen that the Phasmorius, after gorging itself on miscreant, will start driving the mutants mad with its smoke? Lies. The Phasmophorius does not taunt heretics, it fills them with terror. You shift the blame for your own failure into the sacred weapon of justice, xenos and its There has been enough theft. I will order no executions. The commander experienced of the weekend turned the eyes to you in astonishment. They quickly recover and offer you the devil's post maintain the solemn sense. Ooh, I got it so to hand. Lightbringer. You are our savior today, your celestial highness. In gratitude, please accept personalized my Fatebringer. Once decided to have the outcome of one of our faith, we killed a rebel leader and peace was reigned. Thank you. You got my. After putting a pleasure celebration is over gone. Not in the least. I will not let some beast ruin everything we have worked so hard to prepare. I suggest we distance ourselves from this place and enter a corner of royal face. By your leave, I will be waiting for you at the head of the table. Oh God, Emperor, give me strength. It amazes me that the idiot just underpaid the tithe and did not somehow lose the whole planet as well. Fine, a feast it is. I'm sick of the standard of mermaid. Let's try a change of scenery. Maeve, my celestial lord is my celestial lord. It is only a few steps away. The noble lords already lifting their glasses and the saviors are waiting for the shore. We proceed. Yeah, but first, I need to take my loot.
Keep your wits about you. I always keep my options open.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
With tasty people, this vintage has been maturing ever since we laid the cornerstone there. We tapped it to survive. Perilous and Thomas from mountain. By no means, that's sure. With us carrying our burden to the truly great day such as today, but the founding course for the rights and the status of servants do not work off this on end. Pump. Naturally, it requires the growing labor of that categories to create a movement of the liquid pipes, mostly corruption. Thank you. Here's very soon. And the captain knife. Thank you, my sorry. Rest your prosperity forever and Teresa always serving you. Bring to your retinue. Interesting banker, not particularly fine, but quite profitable, in my uninitiated opinion. My throat is on fire. Requesting an unreasonable number of mild substances in this preparation. The layman or woman who considered them to prisoners found. The captivity? No. Not just because I'm an English. This is nothing more than a casual common soluble cup. Just like you, these things is into inheriting. You sure this is not what it was the plan? You had enough.
I always have a backup plan. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
It's something.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Well, maybe. Right. See.
Is there money to be made?
Oh. Again, for Richard Fernandez back finches under gaze and Robert changes to resort to appetite. Today is a very nervous day, Your Celestial Highness, and when I feel nervous I eat and drink and eat again. And it's just the way I am, but Emperor Harness to the food today is to like to have some, of course. In command you try the fried Alcedon, whose horns are still growing. Are still growing my hunters just the other day. And here we have some 5-tailed shrimp tube, institute black isos. These fellows need to be eaten quickly before they scurry off the plate. As for the side dishes, simply must have the taste of this crispy, blubberied shell seasoned with blue glad. This spice coaches your tongue, but follow it with sourness and you will feel like what is. I'll do the agility. Failed, John. You arm your sword with a foreign piece. Much of this area something. Oh. Do not be upset, Jerry. One of those should is still ramping through my bowels. Now that we have someone from me, let us talk. But verily, your celestial highness. It reaches his health for the goblet must talk wisely. My lord, member of the Fisurian Order, temperance is the best for your highness. I fear that you have disobeyed his wishes again today. And now I'm praying for it with a compromised sense of balance and a regrettable inability to admire the disguised impostor. The hunt already in full swing. Proctre, once you had your fill of the gun, let me ask you. What is this hand you mentioned? Be a darling and tell our guest about our amusements. I'm a little imposter. Of course, my lord. The impostor hunt takes place every moonlight. Shortly before the event, the servants are thoroughly cleansed of dirt and foulness, combed, dressed in expensive clothing and masks, and invited into the corridor with the rest of the guests. The nobles hide their faces as well, and then they try to guess who the impostor is, telling one from the other. Quite a challenge, and that is the best part. I highly recommend you try it yourself. It makes for a very interesting change of pace. On this occasion, the privilege of branding, if you will, face and tell to you, our honored guest. How does one find one imposter in the crowd? By the way they walk, by the lack of restraint, the unfamiliar delicacies overwhelm them so much they lose control. Imposters are often scared of the responsibility that has fallen on their weak shoulders, and they try to stay close to the real noble, imitate their fit manners. During the hunt, it's most worthwhile to pay attention to separate groups. The conversation has already started. The Scientific master will probably try to hide behind the other people's backs. All I know, Celeste. Suppose I found out the most of what happens next. This is a data brand, one of our off-world treasures. Handle it with greatest care, and yet all of Thasera's jewels and miracles compared to the resplendence of your glory, my Celeste. When you find an impostor, you only mark them with this wondrous brand. Analyzing. This brand is the property of Index Venderis Food Factory. It was used to mark the meat of high protein species of the planet's fauna. The description is proto-Gothic and refers to rocks on corpse feet. At the end of the hunt, we hold a great feast. If you guess at least one of the imposters, you'll also win a fine prize. If you guess all 4, there will be an even more special reward. Remember, one of the hands has played the role of the Baron so well that all the loss he knows granted him favor and let him keep the title and privileges of the nobility. Such a thing rarely happens, but who knows what the evening will bring. For tonight is you who will determine the worthiness. Lester Rowe. Did you just admit that there is masquerade rabble among the Thalessian nobles, illiterate with no idea how to collect tithes, or at the throne that actually explains so much? Go ahead, Governor, commence your chat. The sooner we start, the sooner we finish. Shall be done, master. You will participate in the hunt. Marvelous. As soon as we are done with your search, I will be... Perhaps you should stay here, my lord. Well, you might be right, Maeve. I will be waiting here, surrounded by several dishes, plenty of moments I have. And your celestial highness. Maeve, bring me a cup of Amasak. Make sure it's filled to the brim. Will be done, my lord. Brigade. I wanted to talk to you without the observer they have attached us overhearing. You get the sense that what is happening raises questions that lack we hear an answer? One is as well on account of certain user circumstances, which are inspected. There are no strange behavior. The marker of lavish keys, changing person of that just per hour. They are not wrong. In particular, I would like to note the governor in the preferential treatment to your attendant. Perhaps he needs care and unconditional trust to ensure that she does something well. Fairness and involvement in just the right moment. The governor badly managed that it good for a local nobleman. Not to consider this ruin was funded of Amasak, but a statue nonetheless. Remember the last thing from there? Something was off about him. In just a formality. Yes, patience, corruption, person, sound man. But what the madman spotted on the scaffold, what he had done, he certainly pay. Robert believes history altering your destiny. The Emperor knows how many different cults of humanity want to plan worship in a compact for a heretic. But only heretic will wax without altering the fate. The fact that with a tank giving public no clear was that tank likely to have found looked too messy, to say. On the other hand, that was the best. Unlike the way governor is using every means possible. Indeed, at first one would mistake or sycophancy an attempt to appease more apparent the criminal intent behind it. You've seen the items, but not my fault. Technical. Jonas Bartley. Bartley. But heresy. What? That is not good trouble. Your trouble is not the one second publishing. What is your conclusion? I have a theory, but I would like to hear yours first. No. I'll wager that this is a cult. The predicaments are going to usually involve a cult of some description. The cults are not only threat by far, but there is enough here to either way. I hope is that this is not about the tribe, that this is merely pretext to keep us here long enough, but for what? We should play along for now. Let them think we have taken a big while. Take the opportunity to stop agreeing on a sick record. No, I'm going to resolve issues peacefully. Then I will not initiate combat, but neither contact with other side initiate. Your Rama segment, I haven't.
Keep your wits about you. Heroes are not gonna not to magnifying jack. This I start back and forth between. I come from an dynasty. You can't. He's trying to oppress someone. The coherence of being ultimates mob. Oh, listen to the song of this poor and she thinks that the path they give you makes him like a noble man. Not to the crowd. Yes, others are around this present. Anything going on here? Your Celestial have exposed one of the monsters. There he is, the one in the jacket. Thinking to his was at your and him quickly. My Celestial, I'm begging you to listen to me. Don't surrender on what in slander. Can you say in your defense? The Celestial Lord knows how ruthless sporting my family only recently attended this love so many were opposed. No, standing up for me. I'm just a common infant settlement. This man is my master. I know him playing the part of served my lords. You see, and Septimus is only one who the talents I want to put for your incentive. That's in my house someone. But she protect me, you say. She has no idea what game she's got herself mixed up in. Give me my guy. Yes, she then posted. Here's how she admitted it herself to the how would you think of this news? This man is a noble. Why are you so intent on pet? Otherwise, there's not a word I would have said. The person was gone less than 100 years ago. Family preventing themselves for any true noble is no different from my past. There has more Koronus than a need to brand the impost. Thank you. I knew I had no intrigue. From the first.
I always keep my options open. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Many treasure ropes are being reloaded. The Paris it have a table. Watch. Well, indulgence pure hypocrisy. Stain. There's some history up. Refer the golden Just what it's us. Flashes. So how fortunate they are. Only you can solve this union of double breath, which is arrogant and proud. Test you if you what would you say is the role of knowledge in the Imperium? There are no barriers to learning the world of Emperor and to conquering all that he has given unto us. Have you read the manuscript? Right? Yeah, left here behind now. Times with the light of truth. Knowledge braves the soul. Thus reading letters that are not meant to be. The adjunction like two sides of the single coin. There is value in both, but neither one costs. Awaits emperors after death. Will this our faithful emperor present our soul in his customary and thesaurus incarnation of the Mesa Emperor eternity. By what name are they born from the Emperor's heirs of master Emperor saying, descended upon the land to smite down his enemies. I think it's the young man. It's my one, yeah, he asked why. Well, yes, I did skip the lectorium once or twice. It's a proper novel. Right to my own. You find it?
I always have a backup plan.
Wearing to what you see. Jacket clad man is pressing a blank against mask lights. And the attackers noticing you, the trembling looking cries out and is saying I was doing to here out non-desert finish without Thessera finally. They are people, they see people just you are. Let him look me in the eye and find Jesus. Careful. What is going on here? Get out from the road. Don't mad hit somewhere. Maybe you kill him and took his very instead of costume. I have my body in my own life. My mask has a shroud. I want this better good. Blinding darkness. And it is. And you have to put down to this only because you Markman bribed the guards so ignore my cries. They'll be saying a different from they found. Parasites, whatever they want into pieces. This comes connected to person's skin lies too, but two sizes too small, leaving the seams in the process. Insus, leaving seams. Preposterous. The brother was rewarded for his time with the best assignment he would hope for. Maybe he just decided he wanted nothing to do with it anymore. The Celestial High, if such were your will, you will send servants to the dressmaker this very moment and find this man brother alive and well. In grey, flashes of hope, desperation breaking through, but the swampy mug of the sea I see nothing. Tell me what is valid. It's very simple, Your Celestial. His younger brother was away with clothes. I noticed him when I was looking for new servants. I sent the boy to apprentice under a renowned dressmaker in the upper quarters. I thought I would make him my valet, you see. Then this fool decided that I took his brother, not because of it, to use him for my rejuvenation. You don't need a new face. I haven't one yet. This man has never undergone the local face in his own face. Not be this evil crosser that's gonna simple in stitches. He thinks can trick an exoteric, but it's no, was it holiness I played on him? Listen, person vigilante. My mission will not change. Thank you, Internet Celestial High. The young nobleman was her. His her body stained with iron, her mask was clumsy. The stranger has made her way through the guards blocking and just let me go, please, for your own sake. Notice. Pat stumbles and falls on her knees. I'm done. I just taking you down you. Yes, I know, but you don't look much like a noble lady. I'm a digger. Precious, I'm not a noble, not one bit. I just do laundry and bleach the linens. I've never mixed the high society in my life. Forgive you. Are you telling me this content you're meant to? No, very well. I don't want no reward, my lord. I want to get my home back. Get the back home. Are you trying to escape? I want to get away before they start putting those brands on us for tricks that not kind of a trick. Can you see? Putting. Are you practicing the masquerade? Not like they asked me nicely, Grace. They grabbed me, shoved me in this dress and threw me in here. Nobody here was us. I don't want to be anybody's toy. I have 3 boys and a girl. We starch our love. Ladies' garments. We work our fingers to the bone just to get enough scraps for the day. What should I do with you? By the god, just let me leave. Nobody who gets put in one of those gets our comebacks. If I stay, I won't see my home again. I just know I haven't done. No one ever come at what opposed to me. Just thought you do. It doesn't matter if you get branded or not. Once the hand is over, you're gone. This place is like Grok. No way back. But I want to live. I want to be useful. Let me go. Let me go. I'll put the. Tell me you guys are done. You should. It wasn't right for me to spoil your game. Oh.
Let us not dawdle.
Let's see what we have done. Down there, I'm bad beast, very bad. I apologize, Your Celestial Highness. Was you in Boston? Kara. My darling, she's guarding the shimshers. Every once in a while, she gets an allowance from the form of the small. This appeal go missing after the impostor. What do you make of this? Celestial Highness must have been listening a lot of prosecutors. The rubble goes after. However, I can assure you that the victors are often sent to my personal service. Only the highest favor today will be up to you to choose who should be bestowed upon. He's not telling you something. Okay. I've concluded my search. Delightful. The leader is only in court for a final celebration of hypocrisy. Who knows, perhaps today one of the imposters will be lucky enough to in your favor. Most radiant ladies and noble lords, I hereby declare the impostor hand officially over. Participants of our masquerade already stand before you. You guessed correctly. Did you expose them? Perhaps don your curious and have a good look. Thanks to you, not one noble was permitted to hunt the impostors this time, my lord. Still knowing the chance for such as I do suspect they tried to make their guesses anyway. So, oh, all these impostors have been found out back by another than our Celestia. Guest. We have one as an impossible show, Your Celestial Highness. Bravo, bravo.
present your gift or gift. Love the fool. You hear the fool's voice behind a noble torso. Branded the behest of rock or the bit terrain. The restaurant another guest. Would you like to say a few words? Solomon, perhaps you have something to say? Okay, could have saying the word guilty but will satisfy you. Understand yourselves that all these tokens are unprobable enough to knock anyone over, but I believe me when I say nearing the end. Now for good time to come to me the faithful vision. There is not one true reward, the highest favor. But any branded impostor displeases the highest part of the rules of the game. Corrected. Whenever you grant your faith, all manner of honors and go serving on. Hmm. Brandon and real nobles are imposed decision consequence. I favor the young priest. Thank you, man. I'm glad that his side has seen the truth, not let party disorder.
Yeah, venomous laughter from the crown blaster. Yeah. Yeah, this is Celestia. Which for me have been facing the fire. Yeah, including part of asset access. Units is served. Oh. Oh no.
I've been branded. He tricks me. Gotta stop! I'm the master. Maeve, help! Maeve, I'm sorry.
Your doom has been foretold.
No, I don't like this. We made a mistake. We made a mistake. And shoot.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. If I may, isn't this a job for the serfs? Me, if you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
On it. Will do. But of course.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Was that you? Or... Will do. On it. Will do.
Oh
It's a
no.
waste of a medikit.
Why did I not foresee?
Just need to tough it out.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. My vow is to serve. The scriptural probability analysis successful.
Glato, we're undertaking this task. One of us would be enough. The order is clear. It won't take long. No heretic escapes punishment. The order is clear.
Victory is imminent. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I will do my duty. Target well struck. At your beck
I'm
and
still
call.
standing. Just barely. It's as good as done. I'm ready for whatever comes.
Call that teamwork.
Emperor, give me strength.
Advancing.
On it.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? That is foolishness, if I may. Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Anything else? If only you knew what awaits you. But of course. Anything else? Anyone see that? Not this scryer's job. On it.
Brace yourself, Abelard. An exemplary strike.
Target eliminated.
Running binaric override. Abide in the host of blessed creations of the Omnissiah. Setting target parameters for tech familiar unit. I venerate you, machine spirit. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
A colossal mistake. Let's test our skills, Gleito. Gleito, we're undertaking this task. Understood.
Oh, my ears are ringing. Indeed. At your beck and call.
Assaulting an arbitrator? Bad idea.
It will be done. For Von Valencius. At your beck and call. Target well struck. Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
I've faced worse than this. I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally. Who, if not me?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
It's as good as done.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Anything else? Will do. What an unfortunate turn of fate. But of course. Be gone. On it.
Request denied. Let the cycle be discontinued. Request approved. Running binary of insignificant value.
We killed. What happened was no accident. My suspicions are correct. Lido, analyze. The quasar shows as it scans his skin with a mash of a refinery. There is a metallic click. The descending hand of cooling servo motors, the proctors augmenting on with a soft pass. A data brown. The court full put it on me when he shook my hand. Then the last attacked everyone from Big Mac. However, the beasts were not all eager to repair. The priests were wanted alive, but without my protection. Oh God, the Emperor. Forgive and protect his soul, forgive and protect. Yeah, with the damage implants, perhaps they were the reason the beastie fight the order that the rest of his past followed to destroy all bearers of time data brands. Or maybe it was the fine animal that was unlucky enough to have bad masters. This is the first year I've seen a Thesaurus worthy of my respect. My lord Judicator is fond of animals, is he not?
I never thought, I've never would have thought you had a kind side like that. Maybe it just cannot stand people. For the machine being branded before he died, can you scan him too? If this branded too, he wouldn't have known, or else he would have not doomed himself like that. I assume this is likewise the way of that buffoon. The only question is whether he was acting on his own accord or before some more important. Did I call your name before? I have no idea what's going on. I'm so confused, Mister. This is just a horrible nightmare. Will it be? I'm just dreaming. For a second there I thought, no, I'm sorry, it's impossible. Oh, it's your brother. I thought it was my brother calling my name, not Lord Reader, but Diane wasn't there, meaning I just imagined my fright. To think back to Reader, it is hard to tell for certain, but it really did seem as though his voice has changed, but it sounded younger, less strained, as he cast off his mask. Who's you're praying for? My brothers, my lord. I've had a feeling he wasn't acting himself lately. If I had known he had fallen with some scandal, I would have found them, strangled in my own hands. What reason will your brother have to want to get an obliterated blood on his hands? A mystery to me, too, my Celestial. I think about it, I can't even imagine why, but lately it's like he's not using the hips, he's not tearing those awful rhymes, blood and fade. It's like he's waiting for something, but I just can't understand. Just consider the governor now. If I only knew myself, if I only knew. How can I trust you, my friend? I swear by God, by Emperor himself, I'm unblemished before you in spirit and thought. This is what any concerned here will swear to their life. That really had nothing to do with it, my lord. All I was told to do was entertain your celestial guests or celestial child from them to the castle for talks, and instead there is just going death away. I need to look around. As you as my celestial. Is that we
Keep your wits about you.
xenos and we killed him and people.
Do you see that?
I always keep my options open.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, because yeah, we my celestial. Too bad. Should have said no. Please, never break off.
The son walks by brushing past her with his shoulder before examining her with thought. Not daring to speak again, the young woman makes a gesture of invitation and steps into the blood from her side. No sooner have you turned to them, than a short clank comes from somewhere above you. Bath. Look, I hope you enjoyed the bloodthirsty menagerie. You stand in the middle of the best beautiful woman and cookie is smell of football. Remember, that was mauled by the same. Their first meeting hangs limply. He was not even bound to bandage. His endangered wound on his shoulder, surrounded by splinters, very outfit with blood. Almost enacting the buffoon. Some people never learn. Pulsing light draws your attention in case the firewall. Old man stands behind the windows looking out them. Oh. Perhaps you will start explaining what was this all about. Now, I saw tense. I simply grew tired of you, forever wandering about with your retinue, never a chance for a quiet word face to face. Yet I see your fearsome guardian has managed to find his way here as well, and do part on the less than gentle reception. These rain-war mechanisms never fail to disappoint, breaking the one and failing the next. Bodyguards is gonna be too much. Times are trouble, as you know. I want everything to go according to plan. Governors was it we're doing. Be ridiculous. I wouldn't allow a man whole. Couldn't swallow a man whole even if I wanted. Lasserax fool. You unleashed it on the government. Don't try to deny it. It seems humor is not part of the vocabulary of the Emperor's servants, but truth be, the government was a fraud, fake, not worth crying over. The true governor stands before you, guess. Fine, come on, don't say things like that. Alright, it's shut up, you then. You can't even do as you are told. What was it that may have done bluff? Bring you here to the altar of change and not ask questions. So simple, but she couldn't even manage that. And I, according to your plan, was supposed to die. Exactly. I don't need you, but don't worry. I've planned for this as well. Tarzan, are you ready? Inch. He's a psycho. Mi provaré con Breed Man. Asera is not your home, is that right? You already found me, eh? You already found about me, eh? That's right, I was born and raised on Edicts. This world of an Imperial. I've never forget the mix of plastic and fur. Your proud spurs. And the eternal humiliation of my appointment. Why you are sent to this era? Of the Imperium faithfully honest, why else?
Or all non-enemy strong benefits in the feather throne is occupied by someone an intelligent level behind their group. Bolton shove for all my diligence serving analytics. I packed my bags and came here to govern this backwater. What a joke. I suppose the regularities the teeth part are part of your plan too. Oh yes, one small part of the grand design. To be precise, the first bait had to take, which you did, with a commendable zeal. The concept was simple: disrupt the shipment and provoke a response. An ingenious trap for the RPDs that the RPDs were ready into. But fate granted me a special boon. You were caught in my net along with them, nobody. So you didn't throw anywhere, you shot yourself in the foot. Only an idiot would think they would outmatch a rock trader and a proctor together. Your scribe Koronus felt something noise behind, and then it appears to be describing the switching of bodies. That's part of your plan. Your perspective, aren't you? My previous experience were failures. You have met some of them actually, including Falk himself. Remember the crazy mutant? Well, Cosmorius is burning out to be a bit of complication. Not for this time. It is the altar of change. Great artifact which Travis crawled from his planet unique gift Thasarium. Now from this crime unique gift very well you still can. Here the Greek ran away, but the masquerade as a fool. A symbol. Who will ever take a poor pitiful jester seriously? Who will ever spare him a glance? Beneath this fool's cap, my hands were free, and I could put myself entirely prepared for a grand finale. And conceal the trunks of my little niche. Found a replacement. Orto wanted to play power, and I graciously let him didn't rule wrong. And all I did for this one day, this exact moment. Well mean. No, I don't want him to govern a fool, or perhaps a madam. Have to be one thing. The pieces and shit. me see. This necklace is more than just a pretty bubble. Take it. Much more, you see. The right knowledge, the right tools. Some complex rituals people can transform a simple, dirty blue pebble into a center to something truly special. How? Late for you to do anything with that information. Now get out of here, you're dead. Enough, Chip. Fine, begin. Stop. They were explained to just Yes. Oh, no. Cannot speak. I'll stop here today. Continue time. Thank you for watching. Until next time.